Hey everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about OneDrive, and we're talking about backups and how OneDrive can help you back up the important information on your Windows computer. Now, it's true that OneDrive allows you to store information on pretty much any device. Doesn't matter if you have a smartphone or a laptop or even a Macintosh device. OneDrive allows you to store that information safely up in the cloud. Now the challenge is as far as backup is concerned, currently right now it's only available for Windows devices. So hopefully at some point you will get an automatic backup with OneDrive on your Macintosh or other smart devices. But for right now, that automatic backup is only for Windows devices. So how does that all work? Well, let's switch screens here and show you how OneDrive can help you save all your data. Pretty quick trip. Let's take a look. All right, so here's a familiar Windows desktop, and we've got OneDrive running down here somewhere. Now keep in mind there's two ways that you can actually get to your OneDrive folder. You can actually go to the Windows File Manager, just click on it, and then you can access OneDrive here on the Windows File Manager. The other way that you can get to OneDrive is going by the little OneDrive icon down in the lower right hand corner of your Windows screen. If you click on OneDrive, it allows you to see what's going on. You can also click on Open the Folder to show your OneDrive folder. But if you click on the OneDrive folder, or excuse me, icon again, then you can actually see where you can turn on the backup because it's kind of hidden. What you need to do is you need to click on the More section. Then once you're under More, then you can go to Settings. Once you're under Settings, this new tab has been added, which is, there's your main settings, but the other settings is for backup. Once you're under the Backup tab, you've got several options to choose from. You can click on Manage Backup. You can click on Automatically Save your photos and videos to OneDrive when you connect a camera or phone to your computer, and any screenshots you can automatically save to OneDrive too. So the advantage of this is that when you're using OneDrive on your Windows device, it pretty much will allow you to back up anything that you connect to your computer minus a flash drive, and it'll upload that information to OneDrive automatically. Now going back to our desktop, let's go to Manage Backup so you can get an idea of how to set up a backup for your device. So let's go to Manage Backup for your devices. Now the challenge with OneDrive, but it's kind of a good thing too, is that you only get to choose from 3 folders that are backed up automatically to OneDrive. Those folders are desktop, documents, and pictures. And these folders are the most commonly used folders that most Windows users use. So if you go into back up your folders under OneDrive, you can choose any 3 of these folders you want. You can choose one, or you can choose all. And if you've got a situation with a computer that you want to be able to synchronize information between devices, it would be a good idea that you select all 3 folders to back up that information. Now, we'll note that if you want OneDrive to back up, say, videos, you would have to move those from the Windows Video folder to the Pictures folder, because as you can see, the video folder is not selected for backup. One of the reasons why is because videos take up a lot of room on the cloud. So pictures take up room, but videos take up quite a bit room, and it's one of the reasons why you don't see that as an option as far as backing up your stuff. Once you choose your folders, then you can click on Start Backup, and OneDrive will start synchronizing the information in your pictures, documents, and desktop folder to OneDrive. And that's a good thing because depending on your device, whether it be a laptop or a desktop computer, it means you will always have access to those files in OneDrive. Now, there's a couple of things that I probably need to note as far as making sure that you have a complete backup of your information before you start to just turn on OneDrive backup and start backing up your stuff. Now, by default, OneDrive comes with only a small bit of data available when you get Windows 10. You only get 5 gigabytes. That's almost put 10 up, but 5 gigabytes worth of data on your computer when you get Windows 10. That's just the default amount of information, and that's all you get. But if you have a Microsoft 365 account with Office and all of those other products, you get 1 terabyte, and that's what you can see on my computer. I've got information stored on OneDrive, but as you can see, I can upload more stuff, and it tells me what's left in my OneDrive once I do my backup. So you may get a warning sign if you don't have that much information, but if you but when you select your items, it will show you, if you can see, when I select, it'll let me know how much is available, and it will also tell me which folder has information. So as you can see in my documents folder, I've got 65 gigabytes worth of data, which is a lot. And on the desktop, not that much, and pictures, 24 gigabytes. So I would be considered a power user, and that kind of makes sense with me being an IT guy now. But make sure that you do have an adequate amount of storage before you start backing your information up to OneDrive backup. Now, just real briefly, I can show you on a Macintosh computer, not that you can necessarily back up, but if you go to a Mac, let's get to our Mac screen here. There you go. You can see that the OneDrive icon is down here in the bottom. Now, you can use OneDrive to actually store information on there, but as of right now, there is no backup for the Mac, which is not a bad thing. But obviously, if you're a Mac user, you've kind of got a problem, because you really can't back up Microsoft Office documents if you're an Office user for the Mac. So keep that in mind. But for you Windows users out there, OneDrive is the perfect utility that you can use if you want to create a backup or a synchronization of your stuff. Now keep in mind, if you do use OneDrive for backup, it's always a good idea to utilize Carbonite to back up those files as well, because if you get hit with ransomware, it's a good possibility those infected files from ransomware will get updated to OneDrive too. So make sure that you have Carbonite or Backblaze as a backup to make sure that you have a backup of the backup, which is always a good idea to have a backup. So if you have comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below. Would love to hear from you to find out what tech tips you'd like me to cover in future videos. And speaking of videos, be sure to subscribe to my company Integral, or myself, Burton Kelso, the technology expert, on social media and on YouTube. There's tons of videos, I think over 400 videos, that are designed to help you get more from the technology you use in your day-to-day life. So take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile, and thanks for watching.